Hey, good morning. It's Mike Shunky, Berkshire Hathaway Homes and Shift One Properties in a chilly Scottsdale, Arizona. You good? We're going to talk about residential, commercial, and the economy real quick, and then just give a little bit of real estate industry insider information. On our way to Paradise Valley here, it's 46 degrees, so it's cold. Anyway, where are we? Okay. Inventory up a little bit this week. I got a lot going on here today. Quite a bit, actually. So it's good to see things are moving. Things are coming on the market. Maricopa County had the third largest population increase in the whole country. 173 people a day moved to Maricopa County. 85,000 increase in population in the years 23 and 24. So that's why you see in this residential market, this just keeps moving. There's not enough houses. We're getting there, but, we say it every week. Contract activity slightly higher than the last 2 years, which wasn't saying much. They were a little bit light in the spring of the last 2 years. Slight buyer's market across the valley, but you still have places like Northeast Scottsdale, Paradise Valley, Chandler. You still have the hot spots, Cave Creek. They're all in a slight seller's market. So, it's that balance. We've only had 4 buyer's markets in the last 25 years, all very short-lived. So that's when you want to buy, when it's a buyer's market and it's moving back up into a seller's market. So maybe not a bad time to buy, maybe not a bad time to sell. Remember, each deal's different. It really depends on you. $2 to $3 million residential sales are up 48% from last year. Over $3 million sales is up 42% from last year. If you're in the, I talk about the 85259 zip code over by Ancala. Don't speed in Paradise Valley. I got one last week. 85259, $1 to $2 million. If you're on the market 30 days, it's priced. There's no reason your house should not be selling in that $1 to $2 million range. It's pretty hot. It's moving. So anyway, it's funny. I heard the other day, the main buyers are not afraid of this market. It's the buyers' parents that are putting the down payment down on the properties that remember that 2007, 2008. That's not going to happen again. Prices got to drop 30% to get to that. And, there's just too much equity out there. And there's, like I said, the population's coming. So prices are firm. It's rolling along. Reminds me real quick, there's an auction property coming up. If you're looking in the DC Ranch area, $5, $7, $8 million range, it's a no-brainer to register for this auction. Give me a call. I think someone's going to get a smoking deal, and you're going to be kicking yourself. What?
No reserve.
No reserve. It's going to sell. It's got to sell. So, and that's what interesting. If a seller refuses to drop the price and it sits on the market a little bit, the best way, we work with concierge auctions, and it's the market price. That the market will set the sales price on that, and it's a great way to get a property, and it's a great way to sell a property too. So give us a call. We'll get you registered, signed up. It's a $100,000 deposit, fully refundable, and a proof of funds. Just need a letter from your bank or your financial institution saying that you are good for the money. So which we do on a lot of higher homes anyway. Big news. Rocket Mortgage is buying Redfin. We're going to talk about this more at the end. But, it doesn't really concern me, and most real estate, it shouldn't, because those are data companies. They are there to gather your data and sell it. So, and I've got a good story at the end about that. But, it's big news. There's the consolidation there in the real estate industry that's coming. Commercial side, we've been doing a lot of valuations. We've done a little bit of everything this week. It's been fun. Residential, commercial, land, investment, new builds. We've done a little bit of everything, and that's what we do. We work more one-on-one with the person. Where can we get you? But working on some valuations for some commercial this week. I'm seeing a lot of mom and pop small hotels, Motel 6, Motel 8. Those are privately owned. You pay the franchise for the name, but those are coming on the market. Real interesting, 70 to 100 units, I've looked at a few this week. The numbers they look like good money makers. A lot of them are in disrepair, so you have to take that into account. But commercial is just, it's like I said, there's a lot of private money out there that's waiting to jump on the commercial end. We're also teaching dentists and doctors how the benefits of owning the real estate. Murphy's got I'm going to next week probably fill in more details. March 27th. If you support a firearms range in Glendale, come out. City Council meeting, 6 p.m. March 27th. We'd love to have you out there and support that project. And yeah, so real estate's real slow moving. Why invest in real estate over stocks? Because you can control the real estate. You can't control what a CEO is doing over his company or the stock or the general market, and it's less risk to invest in real estate. So, it's this area. It's booming. ASU's putting $200 million. Medical school downtown Phoenix, 200,000 square feet. Surprise! I was in Surprise yesterday. Wow, Nestle spent $675 million, and it was funny. I used to throw down $100 million for these big warehouse deals. Now they don't blink an eye at $1 billion. So, out by Surprise, I was shocked. I hadn't been out there in a while. It's booming. So remember, just follow the flows. Follow where the big money's going. SBA loans, 10% down, 6.25% for 25 years. It's a pretty good deal. So, it's all about, can you borrow money cheaper than you can make money? That's what commercial real estate is. It's all about the numbers. On the economy, exciting times, right? The media will make you want to think, or the media wants to say that the sky is falling. What are the markets are down 10%? Whatever you follow, Dow Jones, S&P, NASDAQ down 10%. Bank of America even came out and they're calling it a bro bubble. There's a whole generation that has never been through the rough patches in the market. And again, investing is long term. What was it, back in the dot-com bubble, NASDAQ was down 76%. I remember being on the trading floor, seeing grown men cry. I mean, they lose everything. They got to go home, and I lost it all. So tell your family that. So that's a crash. Now is just a little bump. Don't worry about it. There's a lot of investors don't like uncertainty, and the media wants to say uncertainty. They talk about tariffs. We've had tariffs since George Washington, and they were in the Constitution. Biden's had tariffs. Joe Biden increased tariffs on China at the end of his administration. Obama had tariffs. Clinton had tariffs. Bush, Reagan, they all had tariffs. It's a normal thing. Other countries charge us on their goods, and we charge them on our goods. So don't listen to all that noise. The economy, what did I read the other day? America is the strongest economy. 2 out of the top 23 companies in the world are American companies. That says something. And excluding financial and energy, remember that. But 2 of the top 23 companies in the world, biggest companies in the world, are American companies. I thought that was pretty interesting. Bonds are a flight to safety. As people and the selling in the stock, people jump into bonds. They buy bonds, bond prices go up, rates go down. So that's kind of keeping us, rates are not falling as much as people are talking about, and they really shouldn't be. Nobody can control it. It's market efficiencies, it's buyers, sellers, cash flows. You can get a pretty decent rate on a German Bund right now. I think 16%. So, we're a global economy. So all that's noise. Ray Dalio talks about the debt, which we've spoken about. You got to get rid of this debt, and then the economy can move forward. Shake things up. Even David Zervos at Jefferies was talking yesterday. You got to. It's like when you buy what's that movie, Wall Street? You buy a company, you break it up, go through some rough patches, and then you put it back together, and it's awesome. So it's interesting. Who was it? Warren Buffett says, be greedy when others are fearful, and be fearful when others are greedy. FDR said, the only thing to fear is fear itself. So enough of those quotes. But real estate insider, a little bit. Agents, take a look at your listing from an outsider's point of view. Go on Zillow. I did this the other day. We've got a new land listing. as I speak about fraud, I get a text here about
I just got one.
You got one?
Yeah, toll road.
Yeah, I owe a toll road in Massachusetts. I do not owe a toll road in Massachusetts, but I just got a text that says I owe a toll in Massachusetts. There's so much fraud out there. But anyway, Zillow, Redfin, we keep our clients' privacy, private information close to our heart. It's very important to me. Zillow, Redfin, they are data brokers. I logged on as a consumer onto this new land listing we have, 85259, if you want almost 2 acres to build your dream house. It's pretty sweet property. But I cannot believe the amount of mortgage companies, real estate people. Actually, it connected me with a realtor in Black Canyon City. So I just was going along playing the game, saying, oh, tell me about the property. What can I build there? This guy knew absolutely nothing, and actually he was giving me false information about what I could build on my own listing. So those are data brokers. I can't believe it's legal for them to do that, but they do, and everybody uses it, so it is a tool. But just be careful out there with who you give your information to, you know. Which leads me to another thing. I believe I've gotten a lot of calls this week. I know I've gotten a lot of calls this week, past couple of weeks, from elderly people asking me questions about their real estate. They're on a list. And there is a not so ethical groups of people that prey on those. And if you have an elderly parent or an elderly friend, please talk to them about their real estate. There's a lot of equity there. There's big chunks, and I hate to see them lose it all. I believe God brings you to where you need to be, and maybe that's why they're calling me, and because I'm dealing with it with my parents myself. And you know, if something happens when you're 80 years old, you can be sharp as a tack, but there's some good fraudsters out there, good scammers, and they know what they're doing. So just please be careful. Set a Google search for all of your addresses for all of your properties. And your name too. Why not your name? That way if something comes up, you see it, you know right away. So anyway, we've got to run. That was a little bit long, but be smart, be safe. We're here to help however we can. Don't forget, call me to register for that auction. 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 million in the top of DC Ranch. Costs you nothing to register. Just set it, forget it, walk away. You might get it, you might not. So give me a call. We got some running around to do today. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. Have a great day. Be smart, be safe, and we'll talk to you soon.